Hi there. I am Angel Evans, and I'm going to have a conversation with you right now. I'm going to talk about caffeine. Why am I going to talk about caffeine? Well, my beautiful friend Sabina and Master Montauk Chia have invited me to join this incredible community and be a contribution for how you support your immune system being strong and vital and healthy. So, for the past 25 years, I've developed a science that we call microbiotics. And I want to discuss with you this beautiful biological internet that is called the microbiome. And the microbiome consists of bacterial intelligence. And this bacterial intelligence communicates to the human cells and tells them exactly what to do. Well, because of our culture, because of what's cool, because of what we've accepted as normal, we consider caffeine in the morning to be an absolutely normal ingredient to your day. And I'm going to share something with you that may cause you to pause and may cause you to question. And that's okay. That's my job. So, what caffeine does is it completely and totally destroys your connection to producing the proper amount of adenosine. Adenosine is a neurotransmitter that we don't discuss very much in our society, and yet it is one of the most important. Adenosine is what helps you get into fourth stage sleep, the sleep of a baby. And when we take caffeine on a regular basis, we completely interfere with the adenosine production. That's for nighttime. The next thing that happens is it interferes with adenosine triphosphate, which is the morning molecule for energy. Now, people say, I know, but I feel so much clearer and I feel so much more capable and I can focus and I can get things done when I have my caffeine in the morning and I poop better and all this stuff goes on. And you know what? I understand. That's your experience. However, what you're doing is you're triggering norepinephrine. Caffeine is the only ingredient that does zero benefit to your biological internet. In fact, all it does is block the good stuff. And one of the things that we want back in our world, the reason that Mother Earth and all of the divine beings have caused this pause on Earth is so that we could stop being so crazy. We could stop overdoing. We could start to be still and go inside. When we understand that caffeine detonates our adenosine production, and just stopping the chemical doesn't necessarily restart the chemical production, which is the reason I've done what I do, is to help you restart the biochemical roller coaster of goodness for yourself. So here's what I recommend. I want you to wean yourself off caffeine. I don't want you to go overnight. You'll get a headache. It won't be fun. I want you to invent a morning drink that you like. And you're going to have to be creative. In every single country, there are caffeine-free coffee drinks. There's Ticino drinks. There's Dandy Blend. There's all types. I want you to invent a drink and use a type of milk that works with your body. Could be a nut milk, could be coconut. And the sweeteners that I support are monk fruit sweetener or different flavors of stevia. And I want you to create something that in the beginning, you have your caffeinated drink, and then you have your decaffeinated drink. So maybe you start with this much caffeine and this much of the other. And over 1 week or 2 weeks, you do this. Your mind doesn't know the difference. Your body might, your mind doesn't. Psychologically keeping that beautiful ritual, that morning chat with your friend or your loved one, or getting ready, make your hot drink. Mix it in the way that works for you, and you are a unique individual. You can create what you wish. And begin to discover where your real energy levels are. Now, the reason that I'm bringing caffeine because of the immune system is that when you don't sleep properly, I am the queen of sleep. I help everybody sleep. People who haven't slept in 20 years work with me and their lives change. I also help you detonate anxiety. Did you know that 1 ounce of a caffeinated drink, and I mean green tea, white tea, yerba mate, matcha, decaf, any, chocolate has theobromine. It's exactly the same effect on the adenosine receptors. I'm not going to discount how these elements have been a great joy for you, or they've gotten you through your depression, or they've helped you. What we're here to do now is to become the new human, the new loving, amazing, connective creature that we have inside of us. And caffeine interferes with that. And the other thing it does is it puts so many stress chemicals, cortisol, adrenaline, norepinephrine in your system that now you're controllable. You're controllable by the mass media. You are able to be more in fear. You are able for others to tell you what you feel and you believe it. The reason I stand for a chemical-free society is because it feels way better. It's incredible when you can hear terrible news and understand that it's propaganda. It's amazing when you can witness not such great stuff going on and your nervous system doesn't cleave to it. We all have Velcro in our nervous system. We are all affected by the chemicals we ingest. And every single chemical has a consciousness. So caffeine has a consciousness, chocolate has a consciousness, marijuana has a consciousness, CBD has a consciousness, LSD, pharmaceutical drugs have a consciousness. And from my experience, there's a lid on that consciousness. It's very difficult to break outside of that lid and remember who you really are. And so I'm inviting one step. I'm encouraging you. I'm lovingly saying to you, you know what your life is like with caffeine. Perhaps you don't know what it's like without it. I know how to help you wean off of your chemical addictions so that you can actually start to produce the chemicals for yourself. So here's my challenge to you. The opportunity in front of us is to figure out how to become less and less stressed in every single moment, how to sleep deeper, how to get the most out of our experiences with our friends and our loved ones, especially now that we've all kind of been grounded. You cannot play with your friends. You cannot go in public. And so making friends with you has to be your priority, gets to be your priority, not has to. This is an opportunity. And if 1 ounce of a caffeinated drink can blow your stress markers for up to a year, maybe it's not the best investment. Maybe there's another way. And I want to remind you, everything you put in your mouth is either biogenic, which is life-giving, or it's anti-biogenic, which is death-giving. Everything. And I know we've got huge proponents out there. I actually know who all of them are that use it as a delivery system for fats. You don't need a delivery system for fats. Eat the fats. Like, you don't need to caffeinate yourself to get something into your cells. And I want you to know, as a friend, from me to you, there's a better way. I'm devoted to you not reacting. I'm devoted to you not being programmed by anyone else and rewiring and firing your connection to source from the inside out. So shall we, as a community, stop fueling this beautiful vessel that God has given us and we created perfectly as a ray of light? Stop taking anything inside that cuts our light off. You might go through a little bit of a transition. So what? Anything that is magnificent and worth having is worth going for. So, in light of that, the challenge, opportunity, and discussion, and maybe we have another discussion about this. I'm more than happy to do that. I invite you to start weaning yourself off of all caffeine in any form, in any supplement, in any way, and discovering where your nervous system really sits, where it resides, discovering what it's like to not be a reactive individual, to not have Velcro in our vessel so that this person comes in and looks at us that way and we Velcro to some sort of reaction. Or this person over here does a thing and we Velcro to that. Like, let's stop having Velcro from the inside out. So that's my cheerleading opportunity. And I love you all. I'm so grateful to be in front of you. My name is Angel Evans. Thank you. Love yourself more.